If you can read this, thank a teacher. Those simple yet profound words capture the essence of the priceless role educators play in our lives. Imagine a world without educators, where young minds lay barren, waiting for seeds that will never be planted. It's a bleak reality that underscores the immense importance of these unsung heroes in our lives. Education is the foundation upon which our society thrives, and educators have a huge role in shaping our future generations. Join me on a journey where we pay homage to the guardians of growth, those extraordinary individuals who mold the world's future, one lesson, one mind at a time. But before we continue, hit that like button and subscribe and share, because this is a story that deserves to be heard by the world. Teaching is more than just a job, it's a calling to empower others through knowledge and compassion. Every day in classrooms across the world, from elementary school through college and beyond, dedicated educators work to unlock the wonders of learning in their students. As guardians, teachers have a profound influence that ripples through individual lives and careers, extending their impact across society, nations, and ultimately, the entire course of history. First of all, educators shape the future of individuals by equipping them with the knowledge and skills necessary for success. Their influence extends far beyond textbooks. Teachers become role models and mentors, leaving a lasting imprint during formative years. The impact of an inspiring educator can be life-changing. Think back to a teacher who took a personal interest in you. Maybe it was a music teacher who sparked your passion for music, leading you to become a professional musician, or a science teacher who ignited your interest in healthcare, inspiring you to pursue a career in medicine. Or perhaps it was a physical education teacher who inspired you to prioritize fitness and well-being, shaping your lifestyle choices. Too often, we forget the profound influence of educators who change the course of our lives. Next up, by nurturing generations of well-educated citizens, educators shape society. During the Civil Rights Movement, teachers played a key role in educating students about equality and justice. Teachers like Vernon Johns taught about nonviolent protests and helped launch the careers of future civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. Similarly, think of the pioneering work of educators like Carl Sagan, whose passion for astronomy ignited the imaginations of countless students, leading to a widespread curiosity about the cosmos. This, in turn, influenced public policy, funding for research, and the direction of technological innovation. But hey, it's not always about grand gestures or sweeping reforms. Most of the time, it's the small efforts made by educators in their everyday interactions with students that ripple outwards, causing significant societal shifts. For example, when teachers instruct kids to keep their desks and classrooms clean, those kids grow up to care about their environment. This means cleaner streets and parks for everyone. When teachers treat all their students fairly, it teaches kids to see everyone equally. This helps create communities where people aren't judged by trifle things like their appearance or where they come from. The rippling influence of a teacher does not stop at society. Often, educators shape the destiny of an entire country. Reports show that a nation's prosperity is directly linked to the quality of its education system. Countries that prioritize education outperform their counterparts in various domains. We've seen clear proof of this in East Asia. South Korea and Japan are prime examples of how strategic education systems can catapult a nation forward. Once agrarian economies, both nations made massive investments in schools and universities. Educators worked tirelessly to give all citizens strong foundational learning. Their efforts paid off in incredible ways. South Korea plunged headfirst into the knowledge era. Technical colleges churned out graduates with skills demanded by Samsung, Hyundai, and other industrial heavyweights. Universities produced engineers and scientists at the cutting edge of technology. The results speak for themselves. Korea is now an economic powerhouse and a leader in 5G, chips, and green energy. all thanks to placing education front and center for decades. Japan followed a similar trajectory. After World War II's devastation, the focus shifted to vocational training to rebuild industry. Later, top universities like Tokyo Tech educated the innovators behind Toyota, Sony, and more. High schools and universities in Japan teach diligence from the first stages of life, contributing to the nation's industrious image. Every citizen receives skills to meaningfully contribute. This helped propel Japan to become the world's third largest economy by the 1980s. Ultimately, educators have the power to influence the course of history itself. Throughout human history, educators have passed knowledge from one generation to the next. From ancient philosophers to modern-day innovators, their legacies have propelled us towards a brighter future. Picture ancient Greece, where minds like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle pondered the mysteries of existence. Their teachings weren't just about facts and figures. They sparked curiosity and critical thinking. Socrates' method of questioning, Plato's allegories, and Aristotle's logic laid the foundation for Western thought, influencing everything from science to politics. Today, in the modern-day classrooms, teachers have the responsibility to stand as beacons of guidance for their students. As our society grapples with issues like climate change, technological disruption, and social inequality, educators play a pivotal role in equipping learners with the knowledge needed to address these concerns. For far too long, the world of teachers has been undervalued in many ways. Low pay, large class sizes, lack of resources, it's a tough environment to cultivate learning and growth. But despite challenges, dedicated educators show up every day determined to make a difference. They go above and beyond, from tutoring after school to spending weekends grading papers to funding classroom supplies out of pocket. As we come to the end of this video, one thing is clear. Our future depends on how we support and appreciate our teachers today. It is time we prioritized education and made the needs of teachers and students a top concern once more.